Welcome to Speaking Of, I'm Jared.
And I am not fighting bears.
But if you're going to fight a bear, we were just educated by our producer before we started about what that really means.
Than seeing a man about a horse.
It is. So,
Speaking of horses. Just kidding.
I'm going to be like, wow. We're not actually going to tell you what any of that means because
All
we
I'm
are
gonna
too
say-
high class of a production.
Speaking of being too high class. Y'all missed a great conversation before the recording started. I'm just saying, we are highly educated on
As if
stuff.
we're not talking about alcohol.
We're talking about
Talking about
illegal
the drugs.
things. Oh, why is it always so warm in here? So, I have a note on here. I can read it.
While you're fanning?
Yes, that
Oh, wow.
we did a cliffhanger previously on Speaking Of, about
Was
Topper. P.S.
Oh, P.S. We know you're gay.
You just ruined the story!
No, I just told you the punchline.
Spoiler alert. So I used to work with this guy.
That we called Topper.
We called him Topper because every time you had a story, he had a better story. He knew everything about everything.
So he could top
Including-
you, get it?
Wow.
Just tell your story.
He knew everything about everything, including menstruation.
Oh.
I wish I were kidding. Anyway, so at one point, he's describing to us, we were talking about weddings for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I was getting married again. I don't remember. Anyway, it could have been a wedding time. I don't know. So,
The question is number 2, number 3. Now I'm thinking about that timeline.
I wasn't getting married.
Oh, okay.
I was kidding. Anyway, so Topper's talking about his wedding and how he has the whole wedding planned. Everything. So
Oh.
this guy, you should have seen, like, he dressed out of his grandfather's attic and was proud of it. He
did.
We said he had like little baby
And it wasn't
carrot
even
fingers.
steampunky. It was just...
No, it was
it was
just
bad.
mismatched bad. And
Bad.
he was like
Bad,
very
bad.
boisterous, and anyway, he was obnoxious. So we noticed, we're like, you know what, I'm pretty sure that he's the only one who doesn't realize that he's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
However,
Just saying.
I don't know why I tried. Why do I bother? Why am I here?
Hey, if I can't use this show to pimp myself out, what can
Well,
I use it for?
If that's what we're doing, let's start a list. Anyway.
Wow.
Now accepting applications. Anyway, so Topper is talking about his wedding, and he's saying, I have everything planned except for the bride. And all I could think was,
Ain't no
that's
bride.
because it's you! You're the bride! So we decided after that that we were just going to leave a note on his desk that just said, P.S. We know you're gay. And then we could have done P.S.
Just-
It's okay.
Just to help him. Just to help him out with that.
P.S. So then after that, every time he would like tell a story or something, and then my dear friend Holly or Angela and I, we would look at each other.
P.S.
P.S. Speaking of my friends from work, I have a story.
She has friends at work. Yay!
Yay! So I have
Alright.
a friend at work that I've known for a very, 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 very long time, even though we weren't friends until we were working together.
Was this the one you went to high school with?
Yes.
Okay.
You know who she is.
I do.
We're not going to mention her name,
No.
only
Because we don't have permission
well,
or something.
it's not for her sake, but it's for her child's sake who this story is about.
Oh, because, again, disclaimer.
Other people's children!
You're all up for game. Anyway.
This is a great story. Okay, so her son is about to start high school.
Okay.
Okay? He's a darling boy. He's not really a boy anymore. He's like a little man.
He's a man.
Yeah, he's tall
man.
and anyway.
He's
But
got
he
man
still
scruff.
likes to play with his like action figures and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with
No,
that.
there isn't. I have...
Anyway,
I was going to totally own it. Whatever. Anyway.
so she says that he takes a backpack with him almost everywhere that he goes. And so
Is it full of action figures?
well, that's what they wanted to know, right? So they're at a family party, and his uncle is like, "What's in the backpack?" So they finally say to him, why don't you, let's see you dump out the backpack. And his mother...
That is totally a scary thing to do,
right?
especially
So his mother's like,
party.
I wonder if he's even going to do it, because he's usually pretty private about stuff, right? So he empties the backpack, and we're like, what was in it? Not only were there some toys, but he has like night vision goggles.
Shut up!
And I was like, okay, this is a kid I want to hang out with.
I'll say, we need to get him in our employ.
Because I'm telling you, you did never know. You should always carry night vision goggles, a change of clothes, some toys, maybe
just to
a
make
couple
sure,
snacks.
Bear trap.
No more
Why not?
bears. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
And there you have it. So, speaking of children.
Other people's children.
Other people's
We
children.
don't have our own.
We don't. So
Oh,
we
my.
only...
That
And
would
now
not
we
happen.
coordinate our hand gestures. Oh, it just gets more freaky as the years goes by. Anyway,
Speaking of freaky, just kidding.
so a couple weeks ago, my niece had her first birthday.
Oh, yes.
And she had mermaid cupcakes. Mermaids were on the cupcakes. And so my other niece, who is 3, yes, 3.
It's hard to keep track of the ages,
It
isn't it?
is, and you know, when you have mad cow, it's even worse.
Right.
Anywho,
Let's carry
so
on.
I'm asking my 3-year-old niece, I'm like, oh, we're having cupcakes, do you know what kind? Oh, yeah, mermaids.
Mermaid
kind.
flavored?
So not me missing a beat from the Addams Family. I turned around, I'm like, do you think they taste like real mermaids?
Oh,
And she says, yes. So then, she was pretty good for 3. Well, what do real mermaids taste like? Fish.
She's smart.
She is.
I like this girl.
And so I'm like, huh. Well, do you think if you take a bite of Ariel that she will taste like these cupcakes? Yes. Well, they're going to Disneyland in a few weeks.
We've got a biter. Do you taste
So
like
I
fish?
did. I totally did. But I because I was afraid that a bite might actually take place. So I'm like, I think when you meet Ariel, you should give her a good lick on her arm.
You don't taste like handicaps at all.
That's right. See if she tastes
She needs
like
tartar sauce. Give them their tartar sauce.
No, now I have a new idea completely. So Kate and I will be going to Disneyland in the near future. We're going to go meet Ariel with a cup of tartar sauce as we walk up to see her.
Would you like to take a dip?
Oh, that'll be awesome.
I love it.
The only thing better will be is if one of her little fish friends are with her.
Do her fish friends go with her? How do they stay
don't
out of the
know.
water? Does she keep them in a little jar?
Who knows? We'll ask her when we meet her.
Yes, we will. Dear Ariel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Yes, let's do that. I just like the idea the more I think about it.
Disneyland doesn't know what's coming.
Maybe we better send this episode as a warning. Here's your
Right?
memo.
Dear Disneyland,
Just
we're
so
on
you
our
know.
way.
No kidding. Oh, speaking of Disneyland, do you have anything? Do you want to go? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Go ahead.
All right.
I'll just sit here and look interested.
That's what we pay you to do. Anyway.
Pay me?
In laughs and giggles. That's how we pay. Anywho. Poor producer. Just shaking his
I
head.
feel like something's not right. I don't feel right. I feel like I'm leaking. Because you're wearing your Star Trek shirt.
It is. Uh-oh. Wow. So, on my last trip to Disneyland this summer, I met some older senior citizens that
As opposed
were,
to the younger senior citizens?
Well, I just want to be clear that,
They were old.
They were old, yeah.
Okay.
So, the first ones are behind us while
Were
we're
they with
waiting.
children?
No. Well, okay. So...
Not with child, producer.
Not talking any immaculate conceptions.
I don't want to play anymore.
Anywho.
Fighting Immaculate Conception, I can't take it!
Fun times. So the first couple were waiting in line to get into the park.
They were waiting in line to get into the park?
Yes, behind us.
Yes,
So we're...
open.
We all know that's how Disneyland is. Don't give me
Well, they've
anything
been up
different.
since 3.
So, they're complaining about it's taking too long. It is taking too long.
Is it past time for the park to be open?
The gates have opened, and
Oh.
it takes a minute to get, like, the horde of people to get through.
Well, yeah.
So they're kind of complaining, and I make the mistake of thinking they're joking complaining. So I turn around to engage them and to laugh with them. Oh, you should never get in line behind me. I always pick the worst lines. And I crack the joke. They think I'm serious. And
Because
go
you are.
off into this full tirade of this is just incompetence. And I just can't believe how stupid. And we didn't pay money here and blah, blah, blah. And when the old woman says, when I get to that woman, and this is at the turnstile, I'm going to punch her in the face.
Did she?
No.
I really want to hear that part of
I
the
kind of
story.
turn around. I'm like, all right, I'm done with you. And the person I'm with, my friend, we come to the conclusion that basically back in their time, they were probably like Bonnie and Clyde. But
Do you think they were the real Bonnie and Clyde?
very well could
We
have
should be
been.
the next Bonnie and Clyde. I always wanted to.
So, but they're not aware that age has caught up to them, and
then
yeah.
maybe they don't punch quite as hard as they used to.
Yeah, I tell you what. So we get to the front of the line and we go through, and sure enough, this old woman starts bawling out this poor ticket taker. This is just gross incompetence and blah, blah, blah. And I turn around long enough to see the ticket taker literally going, what? And so the ticket taker does that and they just walk off. So I didn't know.
They
I'm
didn't
like,
have to give their tickets or anything?
no, they gave the tickets,
Oh.
but they took time to give her a dressing down.
A dressing
for something
down?
that she had no idea what she did. So anyway, there's a part 2 to this story, but we're gonna cliffhang it.
I like how on his notes it says, old Disneyland people.
It's true. There's nothing better.
My notes say stalker tree.
I can't wait. Tune in next week.
Cliffhangers!
I tell you what. All right. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
We'll see you next time. Right?
Is there going to be a next time?
There's always a next time.
There's always a next time. Believe me.